Imagine standing on the deck of a small boat, rocking gently with the waves. The ocean seems calm, endless, even peaceful. But then a shadow stirs beneath you. At first, it looks like a submarine. Then the jaws appear, teeth the size of your hand, a mouth so wide you could walk inside and never come back out. This wasn't a nightmare or a Hollywood invention. This was the Megalodon, the largest shark to ever live. Bigger than a bus, possibly bigger than a T-Rex. The most dominant animal the ocean has seen, and then, without warning, it was gone. How does the apex predator of the oceans simply vanish? That's the mystery we're unraveling today. To understand the disappearance, we first need to understand the world Megalodon ruled. Between 23 and 3.6 million years ago, during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs, Earth's oceans were warmer, richer, and teeming with prey. Whales, dolphins, and giant fish filled the seas, and at the top of this food chain swam a hunter unlike anything we know today. Evidence of Megalodon's presence has been found almost everywhere. Fossilized teeth, sometimes bigger than a man's palm, have been unearthed on every continent except Antarctica. This wasn't a rare creature haunting one corner of the world. It was global. It was dominant. It was everywhere. And yet, almost everything we know about Megalodon comes from those scattered teeth. Sharks don't have bones. Their skeletons are made of cartilage, which vanishes quickly after death. So the ocean kept Megalodon's body hidden, but the teeth it left behind still whisper its story.
Those teeth are more than just relics. They're clues. Serrated edges, triangular blades, some over 7 inches long. The perfect tools for cutting through flesh and bone. By comparing tooth size with modern sharks, scientists estimate Megalodon stretched between 50 and 60 feet. Longer than a school bus. Longer than some whales. 3 times the length of the largest great white alive today. Its jaws could open wide enough to swallow 2 people standing shoulder to shoulder. Its bite force? Around 40,000 pounds per square inch. That's 4 times the power of a T-Rex and 40 times stronger than a lion. To put it bluntly, if Megalodon bit you, you weren't just dead. You were confetti. But brute strength wasn't its only weapon. Fossil evidence shows Megalodon targeted specific weak points in prey. Fins to disable, bellies for damage, skulls to finish the job. This wasn't random thrashing. This was strategy. And its diet? Whales. Entire pods of them. Ancient whale bones still bear the unmistakable scars of Megalodon's jaws, ribs split in half, spines sheared clean through. Imagine a predator so massive and calculating that entire species of whales had to evolve just to escape it.
Picture the scene. Warm tropical waters, pods of primitive whales singing in the distance, schools of giant fish flashing like liquid mirrors. Suddenly, the light fades. A shape rises from below. The pod scatters in panic, but it's already too late. A Megalodon surges upward with the momentum of a freight train. The water erupts. A whale is struck with bone-cracking force. Blood clouds the current, and the ocean becomes a hunting ground painted red. Moments later, silence returns. The shadow circles, patient, confident. Because in this era, nothing hunted Megalodon. Nothing dared. It was not only the king of the ocean, it was the ocean's nightmare.
Roughly 3.6 million years ago, Megalodon disappeared.
The most powerful shark the planet has ever seen, gone. So what happened to it? One theory points to climate change. The Earth began cooling, ice ages advanced, sea levels dropped, and warm coastal nurseries where Megalodon thrived shrank or vanished. A predator built for the tropics suddenly found itself with less and less room to survive. At the same time, whales adapted. Some evolved into faster swimmers, able to travel long distances and escape into colder waters beyond Megalodon's reach. The buffet table was pushed out of range. And then came new rivals. Early ancestors of modern orcas appeared, smaller, quicker, social hunters. They may not have killed adult megalodons, but they competed for food. Piece by piece, the empire of the giant shark was eroded. The result? Starvation, collapse, extinction. Yet what makes the story so unsettling is the speed. In the fossil record, Megalodon's reign ends almost abruptly. One moment, the oceans were theirs. The next, silence. Which leaves us wondering, did climate and competition really explain it all? Or is there something more we haven't discovered?
Even in death, Megalodon's shadow hasn't left us. Its teeth are treasures, some worth thousands of dollars, collected like trophies from the deep past. Its legend feeds our movies, from cheesy monster flicks to blockbuster thrillers. Every time we imagine a shadow beneath the waves too big to comprehend, it's Megalodon we picture. And perhaps that's why the myth endures, the idea that somewhere in the unexplored depths, a giant still lurks. Scientists say no. The oceans are vast, yes, but a creature that large would leave traces, a trail of prey, sonar signatures, sightings we couldn't ignore. Still, the ocean keeps secrets. Megalodon's true legacy, though, is a reminder of fragility. Even the apex predator of all time couldn't withstand a shifting climate. The seas changed, its prey changed, and the giant fell. It's a story not just about power, but about how quickly power can vanish.
So, was Megalodon defeated by the cold, outcompeted by rivals, and abandoned by its prey? Or is there a mystery still waiting in the deep? Either way, its rise and fall remind us that nothing, not even a 60-foot shark with the most devastating bite in history, can escape the turning of the Earth's wheel. If this story pulled you into the depths, hit like, drop your wildest Megalodon theory in the comments, and subscribe to Extinct Explained. Because the oceans are filled with legends, and this was only one of them.